Hello everyone, welcome to this lecture on DynamoDB Throughput. The read-write capacity mode controls how you are charged for read and write throughput and how you manage capacity. You can set the read-write capacity mode when creating a table, or you can change it later. Amazon DynamoDB has two read-write capacity modes, on-demand and provisioned. Let's now have a look into on-demand mode. In on-demand mode, we do not need to specify the read and write throughput. DynamoDB table automatically adapt to your application's traffic volume. On-demand capacity mode instantly accommodates up to double the previous peak traffic on a table. For an existing table switched to on-demand capacity mode, the previous peak is the maximum previous write capacity units and read capacity units provisioned for the table. For newly created table with on-demand capacity mode, the previous peak is 2000 write request units or 6000 read request unit. If you need more than double your previous peak on table, DynamoDB automatically allocates more capacity as your traffic volume increases. Throttling can occur if you exceed double your previous peak within 30 minutes. Reserved capacity is not available in on-demand mode. When the answer of any of these questions is true, then we should go ahead to use on-demand mode. You create new tables with unknown workloads. You have unpredictable application traffic, and you prefer the ease of paying for only what you use. So when the answer for any of these is true, go ahead and use the on-demand mode. In provisioned mode, we need to specify the read and write throughput. Autoscaling can be used to adjust tables' provisioned capacity automatically in response to traffic changes. We can reserve read and write capacity units ahead of time to enable significant cost savings. Provisioned throughput is the maximum amount of capacity that an application can consume from a table or index. If your application exceeds your provisioned throughput capacity on a table or index, it is subject to request throttling. When the answer to any of these questions is true, then we should use provisioned mode. You have predictable application traffic. You run applications whose traffic is consistent or ramps gradually. You can forecast capacity requirements to control costs. Let's now log into the AWS Management Console. This is the DynamoDB landing page. I'll now click on Create Table. I'll give throughput_demo as the table name, use part_key as the partition key, uncheck the default settings, we'll now use provisioned read-write capacity mode. So here you see the provision capacities. We can also modify the options for autoscaling. We also have the minimum and the maximum provisioned capacity being configured here. The maximum provision capacity is limited to 40,000, and therefore we cannot specify a value greater than 40,000. We'll use the default setting for the remaining options and then click on Create. The table is now getting created. Once the table is created, click on Capacity. Here you see the options we selected at the time of table creation. We can also update the read-write capacity mode to on-demand from here. Click on Save. The table is now getting updated. Let's now create a new table for on-demand read-write capacity mode. The table name here would be throughput_demo_on-demand. When we select on-demand mode, you see that the provision capacity and the autoscaling are not available. Once selected, click on Create Table. The table is now getting created. The table is now active. Now we can delete these tables. For additional reading on this topic, please use below reference. So in this lecture, we had a look at DynamoDB throughput requirements. In the next lecture, we'll explore DynamoDB indexes. All the best and have a nice day. Thank you.